Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 destinations in Europe in 2022.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at the most compelling, unique, and trendy destinations in Europe that you may want to consider when making your 2022 travel plans. Number 10. Rhine Valley, Germany. Germany's many popular city destinations require no introduction. Berlin is a capital of culture and nightlife. Potsdam is a city of opulent palaces and breathtaking gardens. Munich is a beer lover's paradise. For 2022, however, we're recommending that you escape the city and instead immerse yourself in everything that the countryside and small towns of Germany have to offer. Germany's Rhine Valley takes its name from the mighty European river along which many of the country's most charming towns are located. Characterised by the surrounding mountains, hilltop castles, wine country and Gothic architecture, the Rhine Valley is Germany at its most romantic and intoxicating. Hiking, castle tours, river cruises, tasting the local specialties, these are just a few of Rhine Valley's many pleasures. And be sure not to miss Bacharach, arguably the most charming town in the region. Number 9. Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. This Balkan nation admittedly doesn't have the name recognition of Germany, and while its neighbour Croatia has enjoyed a massive wave of tourism in recent years, Bosnia and Herzegovina remains relatively off the beaten path. But therein lies the appeal. Bosnia and Herzegovina is on track to become the next IT destination, especially the city of Mostar. The day trippers have already arrived, bringing welcome business to the many street-side vendors selling their wares. After dark, however, the beautiful old town centre takes on a whole new dimension of charm, the light twinkling from the windows of the historic structures. The crowning gem of Mostar, apart from the humble but superb culinary scene, is the historic bridge over Netriva River. Add to that the fascinating local history and the nearby Kravice Falls, and Mostar is a must visit. Number 8. Vienna, Austria. A classic, and with good reason. The capital city of Austria has been associated with the finer things in life dating back centuries. The Habsburgs, who ruled the nation from the mid-15th century to the late 19th century, left behind a legacy of awe-inspiring structures. Today, attractions like the Hofburg Palace Complex, Schloss Belvedere, and Schloss Schönbrunn continue to spark the imagination and compel travellers to treat themselves while in town. Here in Vienna, cultural experiences and opportunities to pamper oneself are seemingly around every corner. Modern-day Vienna is known as a capital of art and design. Both the coffee and food scenes are global contenders for the title. Music, however, is really where Vienna reigns supreme. Its legacy as the home, workplace and stage for many of the great composers in history has made it an enduring mecca for lovers of classical music. Number 7. Braga, Portugal. We know, Portugal isn't exactly a hot take. Once an escape for backpackers on a budget, it's been an increasingly trendy destination, attracting tourists en masse from around the globe. Here's the secret though, as soon as you move beyond the beacons of Lisbon and Porto, much of Portugal's old school charms remain intact. Braga is home to under 200,000 residents, but it's got the appeal, architecture and class of a much larger city. In 2012, it was named a European youth capital. In the last decade, its vibrant energy has made it worthy of the title many times over. Such is the appeal of Braga. It's got the history and elegance travellers seek in Portugal, paired with a modern attitude without the crowds of Portugal's bigger cities. Braga is a city of hidden gems. Give yourself time to explore its narrow streets and really fall in love. Number 6. KOTOR, Montenegro. Is this the trailer for a new big-budget fantasy series from HBO or Netflix? No, it's KOTOR. It's real and you can actually visit it. This picturesque Montenegro town sits on the bay with which it shares a name. Nestled in its secluded little corner of the Adriatic Sea, KOTOR is home to only about 13,500 residents. Surrounded by towering mountains and cliffs, KOTOR is among the world's most instantly recognizable towns, and has rightfully earned itself UNESCO World Heritage status. Photographers will have a field day snapping pics of the KOTOR, and will likely want to do so from a variety of perspectives, including by water, from the surrounding vantage points, and while walking the city itself. But KOTOR is more than just a photo op, it also delivers on the cultural front. The historic buildings, cafe culture, public squares, museums, and welcoming locals make KOTOR a destination that truly has it all. Number 5. Ljubljana, Slovenia. Don't get us wrong, we love the Parises, Londons, and Romes of the world, but in 2022, Ljubljana is the capital city that we're calling a must visit. Why? because it checks many of the same boxes as the aforementioned cities, but with more authenticity, fewer tourists, and on a budget. It's among the continent's greenest and most livable cities, which makes it an absolute breath of fresh air compared to the world's top city destinations. Because of its relatively small size, car-free city centre and excellent urban planning, Ljubljana can easily be appreciated by foot or on bike, which makes it distinctly quiet and relaxing. Don't mistake that last statement for boring though. Home to tens of thousands of students, Ljubljana has got a solid nightlife scene for those looking to party. It just so happens to be one of the safest places to do so. Number 4. Greek Islands. Pick an island, any island. Okay, that might be overly ambitious, because some of them are very isolated, but a big part of the appeal of the Greek islands is the sheer variety of experiences to be had. If you're looking to party and don't mind the crowds, Santorini or Mykonos will not disappoint. Those who prioritise local cuisine done to perfection will want to set their sights on Sifnos or Foligandros. For something a little further off the beaten path and authentic, consider Kythera, Milos or Okaria. No matter which island you pick in the end, there are a few things that are guaranteed. First, you're going to see some stunning coastal views. Second, you'll be blown away by the kindness and welcoming spirit of the locals. The Cyclades remain the most popular collection of islands in Greece, but the Ionian and Dodecanesa islands also have some great options. Corfu, Cefalonia and Leros being highlights. Number 3. Colmar, France. Delicious food, scenic views, historic architecture and fine wine, all tied together by the captivating French language. Did you know that you can have it all, minus the tourist traps? Sadly, these days, the tourist crowds in Paris feel almost as iconic as the Eiffel Tower. To the east of the nation's capital, however, is a delightful little city that looks ripped right out of a fairy tale. Welcome to Colmar, the capital of the Alsace region, and quite possibly your new favourite destination in France. Not only does this small city of 68,000 people check many of the boxes people want from a French holiday, but it offers its own unique charms. Often called Petit Venice or Little Venice, Colmar inspires a sense of wonder with its storybook homes and beautiful canals. Best of all, while Colmar is a destination in its own right, it's also the ideal home base for exploring some of the country's best vineyards. Number 2. Faroe Islands. Rugged northern landscapes, the ocean crashing against the cliffs, rolling hills of green, sunsets that will burn themselves into your memory, local people who have been carving out a life for themselves against the odds for generations. Rising from the North Atlantic off the coast of the United Kingdom, the Faroe Islands serve as a beacon for those seeking authenticity and unique experiences. If you spend a lot of time on travel blogs, chances are you've heard about the Faroe Islands in recent years, sometimes paired with the term over-tourism. Here's what earns the Faroe Islands such a place of distinction though. As its popularity has increased, the locals have defied the odds and managed to preserve the local charms of their home by putting in place a number of initiatives to promote sustainable tourism. It's a careful balancing act, but one that makes the Faroe Islands a true gem. Come for the landscape, come back to visit with your new friends. Number 1. Puglia, Italy. You know what? In 2022, we think you deserve more than just a trip. You deserve a vacation. You deserve a proper holiday. 2022 is the year that you need to treat yourself. And we can't think of a more perfect place to do it than in Puglia. Making up the heel of Italy's boot, Puglia is a trendy beach destination that's slowly but surely been garnering more international attention in recent years. Puglia offers many of the quintessential Italian experiences, including great food and wine, welcoming locals and historic sites to rival the best of them. Here, however, you also get dramatic ocean views and some of the country's finest beaches. Lecce and Trulli are two of the most popular destinations in the region. The former is known for its splendour, the latter for its distinct, historic little huts that are pure Instagram gold. But given that the region encompasses 7,469 square miles of land, it's very easy to find a little stretch of Puglia to call your own.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.